I'm Daniel Wilson. I fell down the escalators in 2011 and damaged my spine. After many operations, there was a complication which rendered me paralysed in 2015. Since then, I've gone on to compete in many various different sports and broke a world record. So I was on a night out in London in 2011. At the end of the evening, coming home on the train, I fell down the escalators at the station and damaged my spinal cord. I didn't realise at the time. I got up, I walked home, and it was only later, sort of a few weeks later, that I realised that there was a problem and went to the GPs. So the next day I was back in the office, back at work, and I had a call about 8:30 in the morning, literally as soon as I got to the office, from my GP, and said that you've got to go straight to Queen's Hospital over in Romford. They found an abnormality on the MRI scan which you've had, and you've got to go straight there. So I've had 7 operations in total, 2 open back surgeries, and 6 keyhole surgeries, angiograms through the groin to try and embolise this problem we've had, which is an AVM, a tangle of the veins and vessels in the spinal cord. And what happened was, during the fall, as I damaged the spinal cord and chipped the disc, it swelled up, and the swelling crushed those veins and vessels, restricting the blood flow. When the swelling went down, those veins and vessels never reopened. And during the last operation, I had a bleed in the spinal cord which clotted and caused total paralysis from my left hip up to my right rib cage. Adapting to life was difficult. It was a shock. I mean, everything had changed so sudden. From sort of walking to not, it's pushing the chair, it's the bladder, the bowel, everything encompasses a spinal injury. Is really difficult, and to be taught something is quite. The theory is one thing, but then the practical is something slightly different. But the level of support and all of the nurses and the rehab team that I was with have just been so good. I played sport sort of recreationally, just for fun before my injury, and then since my injury, given the fact that you have to have the exercise and the routine and the focus, there's a big sports event every year held at Stoke Mandeville called the Spinal Games, and Stanwell put us through as an applicant for the Spinal Games. So I think I was actually discharged at the time. After about 2 months, I think I had the call to go down, and you stay 5 days, and you try every disability sport that's basically on offer. And you're at the birthplace of the Paralympics at Stoke Mandeville. So tried all the sports there. I was lucky enough to win the silver medal for the 10-metre rifle range for the shooting. And then since then, they asked to come back. Would you like to train? So I was sort of coming back and forth every other week, sort of twice a month sort of thing, just to train and shoot. They said, we've got the British Paralympic team coming down. Would you like to try for classification? So I went on, and after, I think the Spinal Games was in April, and then by that July, I was on the British talent and development squad for Team GB. So that was a real proud moment. So I was introduced to air ability to do a world record attempt, which was 100 wheelchairs to pull the heaviest aircraft ever, which I think was just 126 tons in total. So it was 100 wheelchairs to pull the heaviest aircraft over 100 metres. And then I just had an email through on a Thursday that said, we've had a few people pull out. Are you still available to come down for the world record attempt? Absolutely, yeah, certainly am. And off we went, and 100 wheelchairs to pull the plane, and we done it. So Guinness World Record holder. Having a spinal cord injury can be difficult, but there's so much support out there, and the best advice I could give to anyone is just to stay positive. Things are going to be up and down, but so much support out there. Just look for it. Say yes to everything. Sports events, taster days. Just say yes. It gets you out. It gets you, meeting new people, and it's a focus. And you need to be focused on what you want at the end, and positivity, and carry on.